Hi everyone and welcome back to another Monster Hunter Wilds build video. Today I'm going to be showcasing my preferred build for Title Update 1. This is a Sword and Shield Hammer hybrid build. A few things we're going to go over while we're loading in as usual is this is an endgame build. If you are not Hunter rank 50 or so, maybe come back a little bit later to check out what we've got going on, okay? Secondly, this is not your peak meta build. I am not running any Gore Magala. This is not running like Fulgur's Might. This is a build that loses out on about 10% of the damage of like the core meta sets and incorporates more comfort, survivability, and just general playability for your average player. I am not a pro gamer. When I showcase a Zoh Shia fight at the end of this video, you're going to see me get knocked around a few times. I am not a speedrunner, okay? This is a build for everyone that will help you survive any hunt that the game currently has to offer in Title Update 1. All right, that's enough of the preamble. Let's hop in the tent and actually check out the build. So for our weapons, like I said, this is a Sword and Shield Hammer build. We are running a Blazing Michael Sword and Shield and a Blazing Uria Hammer. Both of these weapons are perfectly viable with our armor set, so they are completely interchangeable. You can use whichever one on your primary, secondary, or you can swap them once you get into the hunt if you're just kind of feeling like mixing it up here or there. For our armor slots, we have the Numinous Crown Beta, the Numinous Shroud Beta, the Jewu Vambraces Alpha, the Numinous Overlay Beta, the Numinous Greaves Beta, an Exploiter Charm 2, and the Corrupted Mantle. Let's hop into our decorations here. On our Sword and Shield, we are running a Crit Jewel 3 and a Crit Jewel 2, and then one Razor Sharp Jewel 1. For our hammer, we are running also a Crit Jewel 3 and a Crit Jewel 2, and a KO Jewel 1. On our armor set, we are running 3 Tenderizer Jewel 3s, 3 Mighty Jewel 2s, 2 Medicine Jewel 1s, and 1 Earplugs Jewel 2. Let's go into the skills and kind of explain what we are working with here. I'll start with the weapons. So for the Sword and Shield, we are running Crit Boost level 5 to increase our critical damage by 40%. The base is 25%, so this, is like a 15% like damage increase whenever we crit. I am running 1 level of Razor Sharp. You can use Handicraft. I prefer Razor Sharp. This is going to allow us to kind of on average hit a little bit more before we enter, say, green sharpness from white sharpness. I prefer the Razor Sharp because I like to gamble a little bit, not gonna lie. Both of these weapons are equipped with a White Flame Torrent. This has a chance to deal additional damage after landing an attack, and it activates only on kind of basic or specific attacks. So if you're using controller or Xbox, it's going to be your triangle button. I don't know what the Xbox buttons are. I'm a PlayStation player. Your top button. This is the combo for your primary. This will trigger off of your triangle attack combos and also your triangle and circle or alternate attack, secondary attack combos. On mouse and keyboard, this is your primary click. Your primary attacks on the left mouse are going to trigger White Flame Turret, and also your left mouse, right mouse combo at the end of the Sword and Shield is also going to trigger White Flame Turret. For our hammer, we also are running Crit Boost level 5 for that 40% crit damage, and 1 level of Slugger. 1 level of Slugger seems to be the most efficient for me because we get our damage off the Crit Boost 5, and then 1 level of Slugger gives us 20% more stun power. I really don't want to invest 2 more levels of Slugger to just get 20% more stun power. Also, we have the White Flame Turret. For our armor skills, we are running Wex level 5. This is going to give us a 30% increased affinity whenever we attack a weak point on a monster. This is any number that is like orangey yellow. This is anything that is not like a white or a blue number. Whenever you attack a wound as well, you get an additional 20% affinity whenever you hit a wound. We also have Agitator level 5. This is going to give us 20 raw and 15 affinity whenever the monster is enraged. So on your mini map, whenever it has the little red eye icon, you are going to be getting this buff. This is up about 60% or so of the fight, a little more than half of the fight. It's pretty reliable and very good while it's running. We also have Maximum Might level 3. This is going to give us plus 30% affinity while our stamina is at full. For the sword and shield, this is very easy to upkeep. For the hammer, I'm not going to lie, when you are doing like your charged focus attacks with R2 or right trigger, whatever you're using, it is going to drain your stamina, and you are going to lose this affinity, and it'll come back in 2 seconds. But with the hammer, it's worth it because most of your damage comes out of like big long combos while a monster is KO'd. So you will have this affinity back when you actually do your main like massive hit. We also are running, of course, earplugs level 3 because there are now multiple monsters that have a strong roar. Zoh Shia, Gormagala, and Jindahad are the 3. And we are doing a lot of Zoh Shia, and I don't like being staggered by screams. I don't put up with screaming, okay? I want my earplugs. I do not want to deal with screaming. Zoh Shia, you can just like piss off, okay? You just scream to your mom. I don't care. We are running 2 levels of recovery up. This is going to moderately increase our recovery off of healing items. This is a 20% increase. I will get into why we are only running 2 levels a little bit later. If you know, you know. If not, I will tell you. Don't worry about it. Recovery speed level 2. This comes on the head and the greaves. This is just a triple speed at which you recover recoverable damage. So any red health you have, you'll recover that 3 times faster. This is just more like passive healing. It comes on the armor. It's just kind of nice to have. Same with the counter strike. It comes on the greaves. I get banged around a lot. Anytime you are sent flying, it will activate counter strike. So say you are running like 1 level of flinch free. Flinch free does not negate counter strike. Anything that will send you flying will activate counter strike, or anything that knocks you down will activate counter strike. Okay. This is for nubs like me who get hit a lot, and you just get free raw. You get a bonus out of the punish because we suck. It is what it is. I'll take it. Okay. All right. Also, coalescence. Anytime you heal an abnormal status or you cure yourself from a blight, so poison, burn. If you are water blighted, burning, fire blight, dragon blight, water blight. It doesn't matter. Thunder blight. If you heal that, cure that, frenzy, you will get a slight increase to your elemental and status buildup. We are not going to really worry about the status buildup, but the elemental is great because both of these weapons do dragon element. So you're just going to get a nice little increase to damage while this is up. And we will take anything we can get. Why the hell not? Just comes on the waist. Just enjoy it. Just take it. Same with the elemental absorption. It just comes on the greaves. While it's active, it slightly increases elemental attack and resistance to element taken at activation by 4. So say you're fighting Zoh Shia, hits you a dragon element, you will get a +4 to your dragon's damage and also a +4 to your dragon resistance. I don't know if you noticed at the bottom right there, we have -14 dragon resistance. 4 dragon res will help a little bit, especially against Zoh Shia, who does a lot of dragon damage, and who knows, maybe we'll get Devil Joe later. This could be a good set against the Pickle if you want to run a little bit more elemental absorb. Who knows? On our set bonuses here, the main bonus we are running is Super Recovery 2. This will allow your health to continue to recover up to the maximum value, even if there is no red portion. So this will mean you will just keep gaining health until you're at full health. It is not the fastest, it is not the strongest heal in the game, but it is great for survivability, especially if you just kind of get hit every once in a while. You will be at full pretty often, or at least out of 1-shot, 2-shot range, okay? This pairs perfectly with your recovery up, because recovery up affects the Zoh Shia's pulse. So the more levels of recovery up you have, the more healing you get off of the Zoh Shia's health per second. I'll get into what we can do about getting this up to level 3 in just a moment. We are also running Guardian's Protection. This is just coming from the 4 pieces that we have of Zoh Shia armor. Once we have 3, we just take less elemental and unique damage while in the ruins of Wyveria. If you are farming a lot of Zoh Shia, this will help you survive her hits. Or just anything. If you're farming Ebony Odogaron, or if you're farming Guardian Fulgur, Guardian Rathalos, anything on that map, this will make you take just a little bit less elemental or unique damage while there. Okay, that is the set. This is what I run on pretty much all of my hunts at the moment. I'm really enjoying the sword and shield combo with the hammer. Both are bonking weapons. Technically, the shield arguably does a little bit more bonking, but after maybe the end of the month, we are going to get even more bonk out of the hammer. So I think these pair perfectly well with the slash and bonk kind of hybrid here. Let me give you a quick overview of the armor and the decorations, and then we'll kind of get to the end of our video here, and then we'll get into a Zoh Shia hunt to just kind of check out the build, okay? Okay, so I almost forgot, actually, real quick, before we kind of get out of here and end the video. Remember how I said recovery up level 2 is affected, it affects your Zoh Shia super recovery level 2? If you eat a meal, I just do recommended meal a lot of the time, anything with the Eastern Honey on the 3rd option here, Eastern Honey gives you essentially the medic meal, which is another level of recovery up. It does not stack up to 4 levels, so you can't run recovery 3 and eat a medic meal. You either run 2 and medic meal, or like 1 medic meal, none medic meal. You don't want to ever eat Eastern Honey if you have 3 levels of recovery up, because you get nothing out of it, okay? This is how we kind of cheese our way into getting recovery up level 3 and get the maximum amount of healing out of our Zoh Shia set bonus. All right, now that we've gone over that, I just wanted to say really quick, thank you to everyone who has been checking out the build videos. We have gotten great interaction, great views. Oh my god, I only have about 40 something subscribers at the moment, and we are getting around 1,000 views per build video. That is insane for me. I had a video go on TikTok the other day with over 40,000 views. I don't know what to say. Just thank you so much to everyone who is checking these out, and I hope you get maximum enjoyment out of these builds, and I'm going to keep plugging away and keep putting these up. So if you want to see more of my content, you want to see more of my builds, I make these all myself. I don't go around and like jack them from other people or jack them from other websites or whatever. I try to kind of build these in my own ecosystem with knowledge of the meta. Like, I know what the meta is, but I try to make them more, let's say, more viable for your average hunter. And I am not trying to make like speedrun builds for sweaty ass nerds. Okay, these are for everybody. They're for you. They're for me. They're to just make the game more enjoyable for everyone. So let's go ahead and hop into a Zoh Shia hunt here. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, don't forget, like it, subscribe it. It feeds my ego. It feeds my drive to make more of these. And maybe I will, get some more production value going and actually kind of put a little bit more effort into the editing. I don't know. Don't push your luck, but maybe. I mean, we get enough views, we get enough likes, we get enough subs, I'll have to eventually cave and not be such a scrub. All right, let's get into the Zoh Shia hunt. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Something is definitely different from before. We should be careful.
investigate the threat. If you destroy the crystals before it can ignite them,